Greetings, fellow humans. Greetings, fellow humans. And welcome to another Tea with JD. And this is actually that was smooth. The Male Booktuber Tag by Jayesh Chayya. This has been a topic that has been quite the topic of debate this week, and I wanted to chime in. Saw a couple of videos, saw some opinions, commented on those videos, and said I should do my own version, especially because like 2 or 3 people tagged me. So here I is. The Male Booktuber Tag has 6 questions, actually 5 questions, and the 6th one is like tag people. So without further ado, question number 1. Do you think there's a lack of male booktubers? If so, why? Lack of male booktubers would mean that there are no male booktubers, and I have to greatly disagree with that, because I follow a ton of male booktubers. Are there more female booktubers than male booktubers? Yes, but that's not the question. The question is there a lack of male booktubers? And I can't say so. There's a ton of people, and I'm gonna list. I did, instead of the infinite book challenge, I did the infinite male booktuber challenge, and I came up with several names, and you'll see soon. So I don't think there's a lack of male booktubers. Do I think that there are more female booktubers? Yes. Do I think generally female booktubers have more visibility or larger channels? Yes. They have more pull? Yes. I don't know. I don't see it as a bad thing that it's a female-dominated arena, but it's not like, oh, there's only 3 male booktubers. No, it's not that there's a ton. There's many. There's plenty. Question number 2. Would you like to see more male booktubers, and why? A couple of people have mentioned that these are kind of loaded questions, and although I can understand the perception that there are no guys doing booktube, I think there are plenty of guys. But the question is, would you like to see more male booktubers, and why? I'd like to see more booktubers. Gender doesn't mean anything. It's not that I want to see more male booktubers or female booktubers or gay booktubers or Hindu or Hispanic or black booktubers. Just more booktubers putting out good content. That's the main thing. Gender is not an issue for me, and the channels I follow not because, oh, this is a good male booktuber. Sometimes I like variety in opinion, most of all, and perspective. So I do think it's a good thing for more people to participate. Do they have to be guys? Not necessarily. It is cool, but it is what it is. Question number 3. How do you think we as a community can attract more males to booktube? Again, I don't think there's drastic lack of men and guys in general doing booktube. But if you wanted to attract more guys, make it more appealing in the sense that, in the case of gay guys or straight guys for women, make it more appealing to have guys read. It's like saying, what is one of the 10 things that you look for in a guy? That they read, and that they have a booktube channel. Because if you keep saying a good sense of humor or whatnot, a good sense of humor is important, personality is important, a good heart is important, but sex sells, and make it appealing. Every guy, every person has done dumbass shit to impress other people. If there's a payoff for that, you're gonna see more people come into it. The nature of booktube is to engage in conversation. So by engaging in conversation, think about it. When it comes to conversations, apart from your intimate male friends, most of your conversations or longer conversations are going to be with females. You have to have that kind of a click or bond with a guy to get into deep and interesting discussions. Whereas with female friends, gabbing is second nature, at least to me. And not all female friends. That's just like trying to generalize it. But I also don't think it's the job of the community to attract any specific demographic. The community is pretty open, it's extremely welcoming, and it's people generating content in the hopes that people watch the content, leave comments, and interact. That's what it is. It's a community when I watch your videos, you watch my videos, we comment mutually, etc., and then we follow, comment, and share in different social media. That's the community component. But I don't think we have to do anything to cater to any specific demographic. If anything, that's the beauty of BookTube. It shouldn't. People say, oh, it's dominated by YA, but there are a lot of people that are producing content of other stuff as a reaction, and it's going to be an evolving community in that sense. It's not just going to be this, it's going to be this, and then continues to change and flow and grow and whatnot, and it's an organic living thing, because we are organic living beings operating on a digital platform. Question number 4, do you think having more males on Booktube will enhance the Booktube experience? This sounds kind of funky, like a survey question. Enhance the Booktube experience, ribbed for your Booktube experience pleasure. I don't know. It's weird. I don't think having more males or more females or older people or younger people or third world country people or first world country people or straight or whatever enhances anything. The demographics mean nothing if the content is crap. What will enhance the experience is the more that we interact and the more that we can take the conversation to different people. Having more guys, by increasing the amount of men, you won't get much. By increasing the amount of men who read, who love reading, who want to talk about books and whatnot, who want to engage with other people, then it will improve. It's all about quality, not quantity. And again, demographics mean dick. Male booktuber. Having more of anything just for the sake of having it means nothing. You got a ton of guys that flood into BookTube, but they don't produce content, or they just produce content but don't watch anyone else's content, don't comment, don't do anything. They're just there. People will not flock to the channels just because it's a guy on BookTube. Don't get it. Question number 5. Check the gender divide of your viewers in your analytics. This is pretty interesting. I think I am the first one from all the people that I've seen that I will have these numbers. I've checked at least 7 versions of this tag, and everyone has been 60-40, females to males, 70-30, females to males. And in one occasion, recently I saw a lovely booktuber I just connected with who had 5% male, 95% female. In my case, I have, the last month has been 55-45 males, and lifetime is 52-48 males. So more guys watch me than girls, and it's one of two things. Either people don't change the settings and the gender in their descriptions, or more guys watch me than girls, and I don't see that as a bad thing. Oh, how could I appeal to more females? I don't think in those terms. I think in the terms of interaction. In my case, I try to make book geekery, as fun as possible, so that people might possibly think it's cool to read and share their thoughts. I love sharing my thoughts about books, about different things. I love exploring tags, and the thing is that the more tags you do, the more you want to read because you start running out of titles to say in tags before you start repeating yourself. But that more guys watch me than females, I don't know. It is what it is. I don't see it as a bad thing or a good thing. I just see it as a statistic. How could I appeal to more females? I don't know. I'll do a makeup tutorial. What the hell? I don't try to exclude anyone. I certainly don't try to exclude females. My stance is to be a feminist, and I try to really promote equality. But I try to embrace a different definition of masculinity. Masculinity. Big word for a long day. You know, being masculine is always associated to sports or being a jogger, lift weights, and a lot of guys think that that is what is representative of being a male and being an alpha male. And in my case, you know, I'd rather wear goofy socks, do silly videos, do discussion videos and tags and bodyboard and different things, and show that you can be a Renaissance geek. I've labeled myself as a Renaissance geek because I love to geek out about different things. I love boxing, but I don't love boxing because I'm a guy. I love boxing because I love boxing. I love bodyboarding, not because I'm a guy, but because I love bodyboarding instead of stand-up surfing. You know, I love tea, and I want to share my love for tea because being Puerto Rican, most people would think that I would, lean heavily towards coffee. And although I love coffee, there's a long story behind that, but I'm a bigger fan of tea. I drink a hell of a lot more tea. I try to embrace my geekness and have that be what identifies myself. I'm an indie author. So there's a lot of really particular things about me that might appeal to males. I don't know why, and I don't care. I'm just happy that it appeals to someone and that people, feel the interest to watch and comment and subscribe and click and share. That's always cool. But 55-45. Oh, how can I increase that? No. How can I connect with more people? I always try to be engaging to different people. I watch a ton of Booktube newbie videos, and here's the dynamic. My watch later list is pretty long, but I start watching, and if I finish the video and I like it, I click like, I leave a comment, and I subscribe. No science. It's not that I'm targeting, this person might subscribe to my channel. No, it's that I enjoy that person or their perspective. And what ends up happening is that I watch, a lot of their videos, but if they don't comment back, if there's no conversation, if it's a monologue, then that's when I find the disconnect, be it male or female. To me, gender, again, is not an issue. I have friends of all nationalities, races, genders, ages that you can imagine. I know people who want to consider themselves asexual and don't want to identify with a gender. People I'm very fond of. So, gender is a gender, but and in my case, you can see that guys are watching, and I have over 300 subscribers, and it's by far not a huge number. It's not even a significant number. It's a cool number to have. I hope that more people would join my channel. Being an indie author, my shtick is that I want to be personable, approachable. If you have questions about writing, by all means. But if you have questions about geekery, bodyboarding, boxing, what I'm reading or whatnot, I'm also very welcoming to that because I love to talk to people. I that's part of why I write. There's so many words in this cookie brain. So yeah, and the question number 6 is actually, name a few of your favorite male booktubers. Here's a long list, and I'm going to tell you a bit about each of them. First off, William the Bald Book Geek. Fond of this guy. Beard game is next level. He's been growing his beard for 3 years. Honest, genuine, nice guy. Interacts with people, always answers, always replies. Great taste in books. great discussions. I'm really fond of that. Peter Clark, the writer, probably my favorite booktuber. He's a young guy from, I think, from California. Kooky, zany, creative, cool guy. I'm really looking forward to his novel. Not because I want to exchange reviews or anything, but because I'm looking forward to it. He's a really cool guy. I highly recommend both these channels and all the channels I'm going to mention. Next up, Joe Compton from Go Indie Now, the godfather of Go Indie Now. If you're interested in finding out about indie stuff, and you're not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. His channel has great content. He does really cool original tags, and he has the Go Indie Now platform. He's invited me to panels, discussions, and whatnot, but he's one of the most genuine people that I know. Well, the nicest guy guys I've come in contact, humans, not guy, screw gender. One of the nicest humans I've come in contact with, thanks to my writing. Dee Archer. Dee Archer is a sci-fi geek. He's promoting science, yet he's very approachable. He always responds to comments. I love his channel. I love his tags. I love his perspective. I love his interactions with his daughter. I think it's endearing, and it shows another side to male booktubers and booktubers in general. He shows that human side and his fascination for science. We need more of that, if you ask me. Joshua Robertson from Crimson Edge Publishing. Indie author, prolific writer, cool guy, probably one of the most centered and in control people that I've ever come in contact with. And just, if you have a question, he will respond and take the time to really, really enunciate his point of view. And just one of those people, right now I'm in Georgia and he's in North Carolina. I hope to meet the guy. Myk Pilgrim. I have no idea how the hell Myk has only 30 somewhat subscribers. Have no idea. If you haven't seen the videos of him drunk taking the Hogwarts test on Pottermore, you have to check those out. Myk is a nice guy, genuine guy. From what he writes, you'd say, oh, he's Slytherin, but I'm not gonna spoil what his house is. He's not Slytherin though, and he was super surprised at what house he was. But a genuine guy, really friendly, really approachable, male. Ben Sanders. Ben Sanders is also a fellow author-tuber, booktuber. He released a book. I've heard some great things. I want to see them. His level of discipline to write is amazing, because although other people can have creative spurts or whatnot, he's methodical in that sense, and I think he's the only one who's done all the manuscript Mondays since it began. Well thought out, well expressed, nice guy. Stephen Alff from Alff Books. If you're having nightmares, if you're having trouble, by all means watch some of his videos. He has one of the most soothing voices I've ever heard. Nice guy. Approachable. He will respond to all the comments. You see the topics that are repeating, but it's not all nice guys in the sense that they're super sweet and charming, etc. Steve Donaghue is brilliant. He's a cool guy. The snarkiest of snarks. He's a professional book reviewer, and just seeing him shred a tag to pieces is always a treat. Super smart guy, super well thought out. One take videos, no glossiness, no nothing. It's just pure him. Part of me wants him to review my work. Another part is a bit apprehensive. But it would be good. If he tore my book to shreds, it would be good, because I would learn something from it, I'm sure. But again, really nice guy. And I could say for 1,000 reasons, but I won't, because this is already going a bit long. Savidge Reads. And Simon is a voracious reader and a nice guy. Again, soothing voice, pleasant guy, good thoughts, good head on his shoulders. Chris Vigilante reads a ton of weird comics, and he recommends different stuff, and it's cool. It's cool to interact with people that recommend different stuff. and not the same usual things. Richard Reads. Richard is a ton of fun to read. He'll go for anything. Uh, he has a very varied TBR, and fascinating perspectives. He's a CPA. It doesn't have to be a jock. It doesn't have to be a book nerd. It could be someone that is normal, whatever the hell normal means. His tags, his versions of the tags are a ton of fun. And I'm also recently getting into Michael S. Deutsch, Taylor Talks from him, The Insomniac, Gerard the Bookworm, and I'm sure I can think of several others that I'm not mentioning now, and that's a disservice to them, whom I'm interacting right now. And since it's top of mind, but I'm not registering their names, I'll forget. But still, I mentioned a ton of names, so there's no shortage of male booktubers. Are there more male booktubers than female booktubers? No. Is that a bad thing? No. It is what it is. The main thing is to keep promoting the community and that community aspect and the discussion and make it interesting and fun. So, with that in mind, I'll tag a couple of females to see what their thoughts are. I will tag and people who have, not super massive reach, but people who interact regularly and who are lovely people. Jade the Boho Bookworm, who is currently in South Africa. Brittany Reads. Let me not tag the usuals. Courtney Pickles, who's also a voracious reader, and she has very, very strong opinions. But I love her. She's a ton of fun to watch. Xiaomi's Booktales, who's also a fellow Puerto Rican. We need more Puerto Rican booktubers. No, we just need more booktubers. But it's cool to see another Puerto Rican. Amber Eats Books. She reads nonstop, and she drives a bus. These are the type of people that you come in contact with, and that's the fascinating aspect of social media. And one more, G Swizzle. She has so much energy. Sometimes if I'm having a low energy day, honestly, I'll see one of her videos and I go like, let's do it. So you're tagged to do this and share more male booktuber fun. If you have any opinions of what I said, by all means share. And if not, till next time, peace, love, and Maki rolls.